Hey guys, welcome to today's video where we are going to do something I have not done in a hot minute. We're going to talk about some new makeup releases. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. If that is what you are into, this is the spot for you. But first, if you're new, hello, hi, welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe. But why don't we go ahead and start talking about some new makeup releases. Go out on a limb here and say that this is the year of blush. 2024 is the year of blush because it seems like every time I turn around, we have new blushes on the market. So first and foremost, we will start with NYX Cosmetics. NYX recently came out with their Butter Bronzer, and now there's a Butter Blush to go with it. So there are 12 shades, $10 each, and they're supposed to be highly pigmented, but also buttery soft. It says there are soft, matte, and glowy finishes. So whether you want a matte blush or a glowy blush, looks like there may be something in here for you. And we have tons of shades, like everything from a very vibrant purple to your neutrals to a bright orange. I think I'm gonna try this. I honestly am curious about the Butter Bronzers and now the Butter Blushes, so I think I'm gonna pick one up, but I kinda wanna see them in store. When I went to my local Ulta after the Butter Bronzers were released, they didn't have the shade that I wanted or the shade that I thought would suit me best, but I feel like in this situation, I don't know why I'm calling it Butter. Oh, because it says Butterlicious, but these are Buttermelt blushes. I was getting myself confused and thinking it was Physicians Formula. So they are Buttermelt blushes, but it says there are 12 Butterlicious shades in the Trend Mood post. So that's where I was getting that from. Either way, I want to go in store. I want to see them. I want to look at the shades in person, and I do want to pick up like a bronzer and a blush. Listen, I'm a high-end girl. I love my high-end makeup, but I do really like NYX Cosmetics, so I'm interested in trying this one out. If you have tried their bronzers, let me know down below what you think of them. Did you like them? And I want to know. I want to know if you're going to pick up any of these blushes too. We're gonna keep on going with the blushes for a while, friends. Nabla released a blurring powder blush. Also curious about this one. So it is a matte blush and it's supposed to have a smoothing effect, which I think is very interesting. It says this is an incredibly luxe touch blush filled with a velvety and soft focus feel with softening matte color of natural impact for even and diffused effect. I would definitely be interested in this. We all know I love a matte powder blush. I am looking at the shades Enigma or Lucky Rose. I don't think I would go with Petite. That does look like that bubblegum pink that is super popular right now. I think Paradise, if you are into the corals, looks beautiful. Satisfaction is a little bit of a deeper shade. Endorphin looks a little bright for me, so I think I'm gonna stick I'm leaning toward Enigma. That's the shade that I think I would like to pick up, but I am thinking I would like to pick one of these up as well. I have tried Nabla in the past, and you know, I wasn't a fan of their highlighters. They had these like highlighting blush type of formulas, and I didn't think it was bad. I just didn't use it. I had the shade Ozone, but I am into a powder blush, and Nabla is a little bit more affordable. You can typically find them at Ulta, so I'm kind of curious to pick this up too. Again, year of the blush, so maybe we should have some sort of blush off video where I pick up some of these new blushes and see what I think. So let me know if you're interested in that. Another blush that I think looks fascinating, but this one I don't think I'm gonna pick up. It's from Kosas. So they're known for their cloud powder, and I feel like they have this bronzer that everybody loved. I have not tried either of those. Now they have a Blush is Life baked talc-free dimensional and brightening blush. It looks like there are several shades, $29. The swatches look great. I think that this is going to be a blush that people will enjoy. I think it's going to be a very popular blush, but it's not one that I'm gonna pick up. I think I am going to pass on this one. Nothing against Kosas. I like what I've tried from the brand, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't it doesn't draw me in. I don't think it fits in the bad category. I don't think it fits in the ugly category. I think it's probably a good blush. I don't really know that I'm into the whole baked vibe, so I'm gonna skip on this one. That brings us into the creams. If you are not new, you know creams are not my jam, so I'm gonna kind of skip through them quickly, but let you know what's out there. Lawless is a brand. I have not tried their blushes, their powder blushes yet. I want to. I have my eye on Lawless because what I've tried from them, I really do enjoy, but now there is a new Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Cream Blush, which I think is great because like I said, what I have tried from Lawless, I have really loved. This is gonna be releasing at the end of the month. I don't see a price, but there are gonna be 6 shades, so something for everybody. If you are in the market for a cream blush, like I said, I do love the things that I have tried from Lawless, so maybe give that a try, but I will be passing on that one. Another one is Haus Labs. Haus Labs is coming out with a new glassy blush balm. That was like a mouthful to say with all of the B's. Glassy blush balm. I know that they recently like reformulated, repackaged their powder blushes. I did get my hands on that, but now again, I think it's fitting. At the end of the month, May 30th, this is gonna release on their website and Sephora. They're gonna have 8 shades. These will be $34. It looks like there's a shade for everybody. They have bright pops of color, and then it looks like there are some more neutral shades, but since it is a blush balm, it makes me feel like it's going to be a little bit of a lighter coverage. The swatches on Trend Mood look beautiful. She has a whole reel, so definitely check that out if you're interested. It looks glossy, it looks bright, it looks like it is going to be beautiful on the cheeks, just not my personal style. We also have a little sneak peek of something that Hailey Bieber is working on with Rhode. I don't know if this will be if it'll be released before this video goes up, but my guess is it's going to be some blushes. It looks like they're going to be cream blushes. It's looking like a dewy finish. I feel like, again, it fits the market. I feel like a lot of people are into the creams, they're into dewy, they're into a balmy, glassy look. So not my personal style or my personal aesthetic, but I feel like it fits the mold of what the people are loving these days. But I would like to know, like, are you into that? I still, even though I have dry skin, I'm still like a powder girl. I would rather powder and like use luminizers and a hydrating setting spray rather than creams, but I'm interested. Like, let me know down below what your skin type is and if you're into the creams or the powders, because I feel like I know a lot of people, I mean, even my friend Heather Austin, who has very oily skin, she does like cream products and they look beautiful on her and she can make them work. So there's definitely a market for them. It's all up to personal preference and the creams are not for me, but let us know down below what your preference is. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the reason why I created this video in the first place. I do like talking about new makeup, but sometimes I feel like I can be redundant and I'm like, boring, boring, not for me, not for me, not for me. But then we saw this. Then we saw that our girl Natasha Denona is coming out with a golden collection. She is releasing a golden eyeshadow palette, a golden cheek trio, and a golden glimmer gloss. And y'all, I saw this and just like everybody else, I was sucked in immediately, jaw hit the floor, and I was like, yes, give it to me. This gold palette looks like it is giving me what was that other one called? Not the Sunset palette, the Bronze palette. This gold palette looks like it's giving me what the Bronze palette did not. I did own the Bronze palette. I have a video with the Bronze palette. I tried it out. I thought the formula was great. I ended up decluttering it because a lot of the tones I felt like were very mid-tone, deeper tone, and I felt like my looks kind of looked the same. No matter the shade that I used, they swatched differently, but when I put it on my skin, I felt like it was very much the same. This looks like it is giving me a mix of some lighter shades with some mid-tone neutral browns, a deeper shade in there, and then her beautiful shimmers. And I am into it. I did not own the original gold palette, so I am all about this golden palette, this golden release. As soon as it's available for purchase, I will be purchasing it. I will do a whole video on it. I'm not gonna get the cheek palette, the cheek trio. I'm not gonna get that or the gloss. I just am very excited about the eyeshadow palette. So let me know what you're thinking. Her palettes are expensive, $69. You can always shop the Natasha Denona site and get 15% off. It's a one-time use code. My code is KBella. Plenty of influencers have them, so you can save that money, or you can wait for a Sephora sale and pick it up at Sephora. If you are Rouge and you get 20% off, that may be better. But if you are VIB or Beauty Insider and you wanna get your hands on it, you may be better off going the website route, Natasha Denona, and using an influencer code. But definitely excited about this one. I will be picking it up. Speaking of Natasha Denona, this is not new in, you know, the beauty space because we always have new makeup coming out, but the High Glam Powder Foundation came out. This came out last month. It's $55, 36 shades. I ended up passing on it. I went back and forth. I thought about picking it up. If I did pick it up, it would have been solely for the purpose of a video and not something that I'm interested in. And I have come to learn. In watching my friend Khaki Reviews Beauty, she was talking about this one time about a makeup hobbyist. I have come to learn that I am a makeup hobbyist. if I was not on YouTube, if I was not filming content, I still, before I had this YouTube channel, I consumed a lot of YouTube and I had a lot of makeup. Makeup is a hobby for me. I enjoy it. I like playing in it. And while I do enjoy creating videos for y'all, I don't make up, this is not my day job. I don't make a ton of money off of it. I am a teacher by trade, by career, and I just do this for fun. So like, I also want my YouTube channel to be reflective of like what I enjoy. And I did not feel like this foundation made sense for me. I have dry skin. This is it says hydrating, but this is a powder foundation. Powder foundations tend to be a little bit more on the matte side, and I just like glowy, I like luminous, I like dewy. It didn't make sense for me, so you know, I ended up passing on it. But I would love to know down below if you picked it up. I kind of have seen some mixed reviews, some people loving it, some people not loving it, so I'm not sad. I'm not sad that I waited on it and that I passed on it. I feel like I'm all over the place with this one. But Cali Ray is releasing new Sun Drip Luminous Liquid Bronzers with hyaluronic acid and peptides. When I first saw this, I thought that it was going to be one of those like the Orc Glow Lust or the Charlotte Tilbury where you mix it in with the foundation or you use it, you know, as a highlighter. But I think it is supposed to be a serum bronzer, and it's supposed to be one, it looks like there's a little bit of shimmer in there. So it's supposed to give you like a natural sun kiss type of look. Not really my style, not something I'm into. I think there's only one shade. It says Universal Glow. Shimmer disappears once it's applied, and it shows a few skin types. So is there only one shade here? It looks like there may be. It's again, just not a personal preference of mine. I'm not into, like I know Drunk Elephant has one. I think Danessa Myricks is coming out with one. I'm not into the, hello earring. I'm not into the glowy drops, so I'm gonna be passing on this one. Sticking with complexion, Wet n Wild has a new Bare Focus Niacinamide Skin Tint. I tried the Wet n Wild years ago. Remember years ago, back in like 2017, 2018, when they came out with their Photo Focus foundation, and like everybody was raving about it. I tried that and it was a fine foundation. Now they have a skin tint. It's supposed to be sheer to medium coverage, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. Those are like, I feel like those are tags right now. Everyone wants niacinamide, everyone wants hyaluronic acid. Wet n Wild has a skin tint. It's under 10 bucks, y'all. 27 shades, under 10 bucks. So if you've been seeing these new releases and skin tints coming out and you haven't been able to get your hands on it, now Wet n Wild has an affordable version. So I'm gonna be passing on it. Not a skin tint girly, not for me, but just wanted to throw that out there in case that's what you're into. So growing up, I did watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That is a show from my childhood with Will Smith. That is how I knew who Will Smith was. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yes, familiar with it, watched the show, and now Glamlight is collaborating with them. So I thought that was fun. There's gonna be, listen, there's gonna be an eyeshadow palette, there's gonna be a cheek palette, there's gonna be highlighters, there's gonna be a spray, there's a lot. There is a lot. I am not a huge fan of the Glamlight formula. I haven't tried much from them. I did try the Ice Cream Dream, didn't love it, so I don't typically purchase a lot of Glamlight releases because I just, the shimmers are hard to work with in my personal opinion. However, depends on who you ask, because I know people who absolutely love the formula, but even if, formula aside, even if I liked the shimmer formula, this still would not be a color story for me because the palette is super vibrant, pink, purple, green, blue. I do like the way that it's set up, that there are trios. Of course you can mix and match, but I feel like the trios up and down kind of help someone like me who is not maybe the most artistic to know what shadows to use. It looks beautiful, it looks vibrant, but y'all, it's just not for me. It's not for me, and that's okay. I feel like a lot of my friends in this space will be doing videos and reviews on it, and I think it's super exciting just because it's Fresh Prince. Like, that's so cool, but it's not one for me. I would love to know though, are you into Glamlight? Will you be picking this up? And did you watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air like me? Okay friends, I feel like I was talking fast and furious. In that time, my son woke up and he has been like fussing at the door trying to get in. So I'm gonna go eat some snacks. I am going to get ready. My daughter has a choir concert tonight. That is it for new makeup releases. I thought it was fun to talk about some new makeup, the good, the bad, the ugly. If you like videos like this, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. That helps my channel out with the engagement and lets me know that you want more videos like this. But also make sure you are subscribed before you go because I'd love to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.